Marrakech is famous. Marrakech has the Riad hotels and the food markets and the Instagram accounts and the boutique spas. Marrakech found its moment. Fez has been waiting. Fez is the medieval city that Marrakech used to be before the tourists arrived, before the photographers arrived, before the boutique hotel developers arrived. It is the oldest of the 4 imperial cities of Morocco. It has been continuously inhabited since the 9th century. 150,000 people live in its ancient walled Medina without a single road wide enough for a car. It is the most intact medieval city in the world. The Fez El Bali, the old Medina Sekar, was founded in 789 AD by Idris I, the founder of the first Moroccan dynasty. It contains 9,000 streets and alleyways. The narrowest are wide enough for a single person carrying nothing wider than their shoulders. The main thoroughfare, the Tala Kabira, is navigated by donkeys carrying everything that cannot be carried by hand. There are no road signs. There is no map that is fully accurate. There is no GPS that knows where you actually are. Getting lost in the Fez Medina is not an inconvenience. It is the experience. At the heart of the Medina stands the Bu Inania Madrasa, a 14th century theological college that represents the highest achievement of Moroccan Islamic architecture. 3 materials work to their absolute limit: Zeliger tilework at the base, carved stucco above it, and carved cedar above that, reaching to the sky. The University of Al-Qarawiyyin, founded in 859 AD, sits nearby, the oldest continuously operating university in the world. It predates Oxford by 2 centuries. There is one image that defines Fez more than any other: the Chouara tanneries. An aerial view of circular stone vats filled with dyes of saffron yellow, poppy red, indigo blue, and the brown of natural leather, with men standing in them working the hides by foot. The tanneries have been operating on this spot since the 11th century. The technique has not changed since then. To reach the viewing terrace, you walk through a leather shop that gives you a sprig of fresh mint to hold under your nose. You will need it. The leather produced here, babouche slippers, bags, belts, wallets, the red fez hat itself, goes to markets across Morocco and to artisan shops across the world. What you are watching from the terrace is not a tourist attraction. It is a working tannery. It has always been a working tannery. The men in the vats are doing what their fathers did and their grandfathers before them, in the same place, with the same stone vats since the 11th century. The correct way to stay in Fez is in a riad. A riad is a traditional Moroccan townhouse built around a central courtyard, entirely private from the street, entirely internal in its orientation, with no facade that gives anything away from the narrow alley outside. You push open an unmarked door in a blank wall and find yourself in a courtyard of carved stucco, a marble fountain, orange trees, and a silence that the street outside cannot reach. Riad Fez is the finest in the city. A 19th century palace with a Michelin-recommended restaurant, a hammam, and rooms of extraordinary craftsmanship. Riad La Roussa, Riad Tizwa, and Riad Dar Bensouda each offer the same essential experience at different price points and with different characters. None of them look like anything from the outside. All of them are extraordinary inside. Fez is where Moroccan cooking reaches its highest point. The bastilla, a filo pastry pie of pigeon, almonds, saffron and cinnamon, dusted with icing sugar, is the dish that demonstrates everything about the Arab Andalusian cooking tradition that makes Moroccan cuisine unlike any other. Sweet and savoury at once. Ancient and refined. A dish that has been cooked in this city for 500 years. The restaurant at Riad Fes is the best formal table in the city. Café Clock in the Medina is the best informal one, a social enterprise run by an Englishman who has been feeding travellers and locals together since 2006, including his famous camel burger. Eat the bastilla. Eat the méchoui if you can find it slow roasted. Drink the mint tea. Accept every glass poured. There is a moment in Fez that is unlike anything else. The adhan, the call to prayers, he rings out from the minarets 5 times a day. At dusk, when the sky above the Medina turns the colour of the dyed leather in the tanneries, and the calls layer and echo from mosque to mosque across the rooftops, and the donkeys stop, and the traders pause, and the Medina falls briefly quiet, in the way that only something 12 centuries old knows how to fall quiet. Sit on a rooftop terrace with a glass of mint tea. Do not speak. Watch the sky change. That moment is why you came. Fez is 3 hours from Casablanca by train. It has its own airport with connections to Europe. It is entirely safe for independent travellers. Most visitors to Morocco go to Marrakech. Some of them make it to Fez. Almost none of them regret it. The full guide to Fez, Riads, restaurants, the tanneries, and everything you need to plan the visit is at unfamousplaces.com. If this is the kind of travel you are interested in, subscribe. There are 16 more destinations on the site and more coming. Small towns, quiet corners, unexpected stays.